everybody, this is Jukegames review section, and today we're talking about Elite Dangerous, okay, the fourth game of the Elite Saga, a space adventure game, placed on the Milky Way in a realistic one-to-one scale open-world galaxy with open-ended gameplay. As a simulator game it is. It was released for Windows on December the 16th, and it's going to be released for Mac OS X and Xbox One, as Microsoft itself announced the last March the 4th.
A natural satellite or moon.
It's going to be released this very spring, but they didn't set a concrete date. It's also going to be released for PlayStation 4, but they didn't know when yet. Well, it's got both online, multiplayer and single-player modes, but just online modes, okay? They removed the offline mode the previous month of the release, okay, on November 2014. And they got several complaints from customers that had bugged the game, understanding that it was going to feature an offline mode, and there had been no warning of removal during the whole development period, which lasted 2 years, okay? So they actually had plenty of time to warn about this, and they waited until the last moment, and that's going to cost them some complaints, as you're seeing and as you can imagine. Okay, it's a normal thing. And well, for the moment it's a space adventure trading game, sorry.
A black hole is a region of space,
but on a later expansion it's going to feature a first-person shooter mode.
The theory of general relativity predicts that a sufficiently compact mass will deform
this is the first game
hole.
in the saga offering an MMO experience.
The event
So
horizon.
Fans of the saga are very excited about this. Well, this game's also got an interesting story, since after trying to deal with a publisher for many years, the developer began a Kickstarter crowdfunding campaign on November 2012, and after an alpha, beta and even gamma stage with lots of players for testing, it has been released last December, as I said, using their own game development engine and supporting Oculus Rift. Well, it's got an 80 from 100 on game rankings and Metacritic, because players get an overall positive in-game experience with some empty moments, okay, because maybe they made a bigger map than needed. As I say, it's a one-to-one scale open world, the Milky Way. And well, they focused on that, on the atmosphere, instead of getting more playable features, especially on the multiplayer mode, as players are reporting. But it got the immersive atmosphere that they were looking for, actually. As you're seeing, it's pretty obvious that they focused on that, on getting a nice atmosphere, a realistic atmosphere, but, well, okay, realistic. But not so much on the gameplay features. Well, what we're seeing is a supermassive black hole on Sagittarius A.
An event Horizon. Sinister sounding for most.
Since the last game of the saga was released
the gravitational pull,
on 1995, okay, you can imagine that there are lots of differences between the third and the fourth games of the saga. And well, they came back. They came back very nice. And well, of course, this game will be updated and patched a lot, because there are some bugs already, and they're getting the expansion that I said for an FPS mode. It's, in my opinion, kind of similar to Cities Skylines, which is also supporting Oculus Rift, and it's got a very similar gameplay with the trading and the space adventure, space trading mode, and the FPS that Cities Skylines already includes. Well, there is the supermassive black hole. And well, this is it. Elite Dangerous, I hope you enjoy this game, especially if you're a fan of the saga. And well, see you tomorrow here on Jukegames review section, and every day on jukegames.com. Bye bye.